I say this, we don't buy products, we buy stories.
That is true.
Okay? Because our reason for choosing an item is not logical.
Nope.
It's emotive.
Emotional.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are going to be good friends. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm holding in my hands the Enda E10, or is it E10 Enda?
Enda E10.
Enda E10.
Yeah.
And it's a line of running shoes from Kenya called Enda by Nava. She's right here. So, where can one get them?
We sell them online, www.endasportswear.com.
Okay.
Yeah, so we do we do same-day delivery in Nairobi. You can exchange as many times as you want.
Okay.
So I know most guys worry about the fit, so you can order and just try until you find the right fit.
Until you find the right fit.
Yeah.
But you said this is actually made for our running style.
Yes.
But you said it comes in this green, that gray. Of course, that is for the serious person.
Yeah.
The serious. And then there's the red.
This comes in red, green, and black. Those are the colors of the flag.
Yes.
So one of the things that when we were creating it, we also had to create it so distinctly Kenyan that it would actually be like a storytelling product by itself.
Okay.
And then the lavatet comes in gray, yellow, and blue. Gray for the sky, yellow for the savannah, blue for the ocean. So kind of just looking at different inspirations.
Okay.
And yeah, it's not random colors.
Clearly not. Clearly not.
Yeah.
So I want to know when CNN found you. They found you how? Let's even start there.
Email, literally. Just an email of, hi, when I do a story, are you interested? It was literally.
And they were interested because they'd heard about the shoe?
I think the shoe, most people locally, I feel like in Kenya, we're still like finding that ground. But particularly in the US, I feel like we have people who know about it.
Okay.
Yeah? So I feel like I have to check, but I think someone wore it or someone was a customer, talked about it. And then they were talking about it to someone and then, yeah.
And then it took on a life of its own.
Yeah, it did.
It ran away.
Yes,
literally.
literally.
Have you gotten any of our athletes to try it?
So we actually have athletes that we are working with, like young and upcoming ones.
And I'm very clear that the big boys already signed up.
That is true.
I'm very clear about that.
We have to earn our bread, and I respect that. But I think there's definitely future for the up and coming ones.
Yes.
And to just basically find young athletes who are hungry, sponsor them and get them into the big races so that they can at least get the chance to run that they wouldn't have gotten initially, and also just get our shoes on the map.
Yeah, because our runners are on the map.
Our runners are on the map. I was talking to someone the other day and they're like, if anybody is to change the running industry, it's Kenyans. Like it's, I'm not going to say what I was thinking, but it's like we are so powerful, but we don't see it. And I think for me, that's the
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, like we have so much like within us, but I think there's, I don't know, maybe it's environment or maybe it's like we are still at looking at food, clothing, shelter, that we don't have that space to think about what next. But I just feel like we, like whether it's Enda or any other like running shoe company, the definitive factor are Kenyans. And even when you're looking at the races, it's always the Kenyans at the front.
Of course.
And that's so much power, man. It's like literally, we are like the kings of the kingdom. You know?
I remember hosting brunch at my house on I will never forget this, 29th of April. And as people are coming in, they're like, where's your TV? I said, why? We are running. Oh, by the way, these people who are saying we are running, you know, on the days, no, but they're like, we are running.
Yeah.
London is going on. Where's your TV? And I realized when we are running, in Berlin, in Boston, in New York, in London, it's us.
Yeah, it's us. And that's the beauty of athletics as well. That is the one thing that really unites us as Kenyans, despite all the stuff we go through. When it's time for a game or a sport, like we are together in a way that we haven't seen before. So I actually see like business as just one part of sports, but there's a whole element of just using it for other purposes, empathy, nation building.
Nation building.
Yeah.
So I guess the other thing I need to know is, Did you get the squint eye when somebody realized it's a girl developing a running shoe?
Not really.
Oh,
I don't
fantastic.
think so. I don't think so.
You didn't get people looking at you like,
No, but I do get sometimes when I would go to places and I'm not what they expect.
What are they expecting?
I don't know. Maybe someone who's, I don't know. I do get that often a lot, like, oh, you're not what we expected, you know? And I'm like, okay.
You never asked them, what was that? Taller, I think, bigger, older? I think older.
Yeah, tall. I think not really taller, like bigger and older. I feel like people have that expectation of what, I don't know, someone at the top needs to be on leadership.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not that. Usually I'm in a t-shirt and jeans. And yeah.
Oh, you dressed up for us?
Yeah.
So, and I guess that's I asked you this off camera, but I need to ask again because it is a very important thing. Where do you get the gall to think that big? And remember I asked you, I wanted to know where you went to school.
Yeah.
Yes, because I think it has a big factor.
Yeah.
You said a lot of us don't see how big we are.
Yeah.
Because maybe we're still stuck in food, shelter, clothing.
Yeah.
But the truth is, we can still meet all that if we thought bolder and bigger.
I think that's true. I don't know if I'm qualified to answer that question.
But where do you get off thinking that big?
I think it's, if I was to place it, I think I would place it at home. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, I would place it
at
there.
Home.
That
I needed her to say that so you can understand your ability for your kids to be sitting with where it is who will be here in 20 years will start from home.
Yeah, no, it starts from home.
It starts
and
from
I think I've grown up in a place where I've tried different stuff and there wasn't, like, I've lost money and it was like, it's okay, you know. And I've done, like, I think my family allows you to experiment.
Aha.
Yeah, they have allowed me to experiment in a lot of things. So
how many are you?
We are 7.
Whoa. Yeah. And you are?
I am number, I even have to count. I'm number 5, I'm kidding. Wow. My mom will kill me. Yeah.
You're 7?
Oh, we're 7.
And at number 5, you're being allowed to experiment.
But
your eldest sibling probably did not have that.
Yeah, he kind of grew up, I think, firstborn and everything, but I think he's also been very instrumental in kind of just guiding me and pushing me to be out of my limit zone. Yeah, like when I, for instance, the first time I went to LSU actually wasn't on a scholarship. It was a summer program that I'd seen somewhere, and I knew I wanted to go. Like, I really wanted to go. And I was like, well, there's no money and everything, and we took a loan. And I went for that summer program, and, you know, of course, financial, it says you need to take a loan for something that gives you back. And I was very sure that it wasn't necessarily going to give me back money, but I just needed to be in that. I really wanted to be in LSE, like, really badly. And when, like, at that point, I remember there's a lot of comments like, yeah, why are you wasting money? And yeah, people are different.
You could never waste money on an education.
Yeah, people see things differently.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was also
there's no
like
price on exposure.
You could have done something with it, or like, why would you like limit yourself from a financial perspective? But I think when I went there, I was like, I just had a feeling I would be back. You know, like it was just that moment when I'm like, I am not done with this place. Like, I definitely have to be back. And then I think 2 years later there was a scholarship, and I applied for it. Yeah, and I was like, yes. Yeah, that was a good day, actually.
So what, in a year, when we look back from this video, what would you have loved to see happen with Enda?
I would say I would love for it to be embraced more. I think we're getting there, but the embracing comes in 2 ways. It's a two-way traffic. One is for us to, like, most people still don't know about Enda when, like, I met them. And then the other bit is that we are still a bit skeptical of, like, well, it was made here, you know, is it, like, that good? So it's
you were made here. Are you that good? I mean, that's the thing I want to ask people. If I knew you're made in Kenya.
I know, and I'm like, it depends. So I think one of the things is that we definitely have to work on that validation, and also just getting people to understand that it's fine and it's as good as any other brand, and we are also trying to get into spaces where we are being validated side by side with other brands. But I think if I was to look back, I'd work harder at just making sure that more people in Kenya know about Enda, and that like a lot of people are wearing Enda and athletes are wearing Enda. I
am going to ask you to connect with a gentleman who actually, first and foremost, challenged all of us about defining the African brand. And you and I were talking about this before. When you think German, you think, you know, engineering, precision. You think, you know, French. You think luxury. You know, Italian, if it's a handbag, you think, oh, well made. And we still don't have the adjective for African. Yeah. You know, and somebody has got to try, and you're right, you know, that person asking you, is it that good? It is made here. Yeah. But it should be. Yeah, it should be. Because the world's greatest runners, and we're not even lying. Yeah, that is true. Are from here. That is true. I don't know how we cannot marry the two. Yeah. You're trying to. Yes. But we almost have to mentally go there. Yeah. That's it's a big discussion. So Tebe, it's like, and I have to call him Tebe because Kenyans call him Thebe. Tebe Ikalafeng is a gentleman I need you to know. Okay. Because what I can't crystallize, I have a feeling he will. Okay. And if I see you in a year, the narrative, so there's a story. Yes. I say this, we don't buy products, we buy stories. That is true. Okay. Because, and our reason for choosing an item is not logical. Nope. It's emotional. Yes. Yeah. We are going to be good friends. I think so. It's emotional. And we need to find those two things. Yes. And then embody them in this shoe. Yes. Where's mine? Did you bring mine? You can order online. And this conversation is over. Yeah. I mean, most people will be like, and this is for you, Caroline. No, I can order online. Let's support SMEs. Yeah. Let's support SMEs. I shall. You know what? I wouldn't just order my own. Yeah. How much is this going for? This one is going for 10,000 shillings. Yeah. And this one, which is for seasoned runners on their way to gold medals. You can actually just do like also daily wear. Oh, really? All the time. Oh, really? Yeah. But our brothers in Iten will do just that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So these ones are going for 12,000, but right now they're on pre-order because we are making them. They should be ready at the end of the year. Okay. Yeah, so right now people are just buying in advance. So I'm going to buy mine. Yes. And then I'm going to walk around in them for a bit. Yes. And then I will buy another 5 and give them away on my YouTube channel. That is amazing. Thank you very much. And lucky you guys will get to have free shoes courtesy of Caroline. I think at this point you can tell Aneza Enda. Thank you, Nava. Thank you so much. And well done. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Yeah, you really are. Yeah. Okay, subscribe. Alafu mwende.